Okay, YouTube, today what I'm doing is some snow crab legs in my steamer pot, my 12-quart steamer pot. And then I'm doing some clarified butter. The first thing I do is put some water in this pot. Not a lot of water, just enough water. If you can see where it barely covers the bottom of the steamer basket. Then I put my snow crab legs in the pot, like so. See how pretty they are? Just like that. These are my crab legs. So then I'll cook them about, right now the time is 4:18. I normally cook them until the steam comes up, and then I can smell them. Smelling really good, like hot, warm crab legs, like the ocean. And then I cut them off. So right now we have this going, and it won't take long. As soon as I can see steam all in this pot, just steam all over, they're pretty much done. So this is my nice. I could have got maybe one or two more in here. So this is about 7 clusters in my 12-quart steamer pot. And this is my butter that's going on low. So I'm just letting it melt down. And the only part we want to this butter is the middle layer, which is the butter fat. We don't want the milk solids on the top. So I'll skim that off with a spoon, nor do we want the part on the very bottom that looks like melted butter. We don't want that. So I'll skim off the top of this as soon as this cools, and you'll see. And when this is melting, don't bother it. Just let it melt. And then it'll boil a little bit, and then I'll let it cool down, and it'll form a sheet on top. And I just basically spoon off that little sheet of that butter fat. Take the top off and check on my crab legs. Right there, that's not steamed. That's just them thawing out. They were frozen, so they're kind of thawing out, I guess, as the water is heating. But it's not steamed. That's not steaming yet. That's just them thawing out. So they're still not ready. And my butter is still going, just melting slowly. So we'll wait. Okay, this is my butter still melting. It has started to boil a little bit. So once it melts completely, I will start spooning off this top layer, the milk solids. See, it's bubbling, but it's not ready. All of this has to melt, and then I'll spoon it off. So another check in with my butter. It's still melting. It's not quite ready, but it's almost there. I've cut this butter off. I'm about to pull it off this eye, and I probably let it cool down just maybe 2-3 minutes or so. And then I'm going to spoon off this milk fat. And then I'll put in my bowl. And then I'll put in a a plastic storage bowl and freeze it. And then you can use the melted butter for anything. You freeze it, and then once you freeze it, it has a higher smoke point, so it won't burn like regular butter. And then you can use the clarified butter for anything that you use melted butter with. So you can saute with it. If I was eating a baked potato today, I would pour some of this on instead of like a regular butter. I could just pour this melted butter on top of the baked potato. If I had some shrimp I want to saute or something like that, I could put the clarified butter in there. So whatever you use melted butter for, you could use this clarified butter with. In whatever way, you just thaw it out and then melt it and use it. So now I'm about to spoon this butter fat off, like so. You don't want this. All this has to come off. So and then I'll just keep spooning it off, like so, until so I'll just spoon all this off. Until it all comes off. Okay, I pretty much spooned all the butter fat off. Now I'm about to pour it in my bowl, in my glass bowl. And then I'm going to store it in my plastic storage bowl. Let's see again. Okay. So this is my finished product. I can still spoon. Let me spoon the rest of these little specks off. But this is pretty much it. This is my clarified butter. So this is I don't run it through a cheesecloth. So whatever this came out to be is what I'll have. And I'll use some of this with my crab legs and my little ramekin. And then I'll store this butter. I'll take it out this glass dish and put it in a regular plastic storage bowl. Small one. On my crab legs, you see all the steam. And now it's 4:53. I'm about to take them off. This is pretty much it. Yes, this is it. This is perfect. These crab legs are done. See the claw, that's the best part, is that claw. So it's steaming away. We're pretty much done. You hear it bubbling? So this is it. Pretty much done.